Don, you and I have talked about Fremont Ballou. Did you also know Fremont?
Yes, fine, fine gentleman. He was a World War I veteran.
Yeah.
A bunch of old.
Troop 39, Boyscouts.
Mm-hmm.
He was an assistant commander of our troop.
He had all this old Army stuff up at his house, helmet, gas mask, stuff like that.
Yeah, when near the end of his life, you couldn't walk through his house. It was all piled, stuff was piled to the ceiling, and you just walked through a little trail.
I can recall one incident. He lived just north of 4th or 3rd. When Dolores, down the dip, he lived on the other side.
Yeah.
And he had this old Plymouth or old touring car. And we were going someplace for some reason.
He had the choke pulled all the way out. And
you go down in the dip there and headed south, come up and towards.
and it wouldn't go up the hill, so you ease it back down and start up again.
And we had fits laughing. We knew what the problem was, I think. He was a fine old gentleman. But there were two troops in Carmel, Troop 39, Troop 86.
There you go.
86 was more of the wealthier kids. Troop 39 was from the working class.
Did you ever go to Point Lobos?
No, but we had the winter camp at Yosemite, at Camp Curry. Because my dad was involved in transporting, because part of the fire department, taking the kids up there, and we slept on the gymnasium floor at Camp Curry, but that was an annual affair. We'd have our summer camp at Big Sur, not where it is now. That's where we had a congregation of boys from different areas, and they had a camp set up. The one year I remember they had the camp by the swimming pool inside the park. And then they had the camp downstream from the park until they acquired the property on where they are now on the Little Sur River.
Except he missed the trip to a major work in the United States. The Golden Gate Bridge opened on May 17th of 1939. And three of us rode up with a scoutmaster, and one trip Vince didn't make on that one. Fremont was not on that. That was the scoutmaster was at that time was
Kellogg.
Yeah, Kellogg. They had a turnstile, you know, for the first day the Golden Gate opened, and one boy would go in, or one person, except when the scoutmaster saw us up there, he jammed three of us into the machine. So we got through. And no rocks. Don't throw anything off the bridge. So we got everything we could find and put it in our jackets so we could throw it off the bridge.
As young men, did you do any backpacking in the Los Padres National Forest?
I didn't then, but I did a lot of backpacking with Fremont Ballou. We talked about it earlier. and
Fremont.
Boy Scouts. Favorite trip was to drive up to Shoes Ridge, hike through and come out Big Sur.
We're into the Big Pines and the Cummings cabin. When we made that trip, it must have been
Yeah.
when you were 10 or 12.
Oh, I don't know, probably 14, 15 years old.
Ken Jones.
My one remembrance, and you never let me forget it, I didn't have a sleeping bag. My folks couldn't afford to buy me a sleeping bag, so I just, an army blanket. It got pretty cold at night. I ended up climbing in Kenny Jones' sleeping bag with him.